CTF Div 2, sorry, Division 1. Jesus, don't say Div 2 in front of these guys. Div 1 semi-finals, and unfortunately Div 1's been a little bit of a blowout with the top team nailing every team to a cross 8-0, 2-0. You know, 8-0, sorry, 2 maps, you know, every group stage match. So this is basically going to decide who comes second and third. And second place prize money is 160 AUD and 80 for third place. So they're not playing for big prizes. It is only an online competition, but yeah, these boys are pretty keen for the pride. So we're getting stuck into it with the first quad. Lolcakes with a pretty clean pickup. No armor. He's going to have to retreat back to his own base and then push out with the... He's only got the railgun. There we go. Wakey dropped in the LG. We had these teams play each other last week, in case you missed me say that. It was 2-1 in LoA's favour, and I think it was basically one cap on every map. So, you know, these teams are extremely close, and both teams would have practiced a heap since the last week matchup. Alright, so just running through the lineups, we've got Guardian, Heavy, Attacker, jmfz should be doing the same, Forky on Big D, and ventz RAD. For the Too Good clan, we've got Crib, he stacks D, lolcakes, and rkng, the two well-known attackers, and looks like Mark Week's holding the red room. So Mark Week is probably the stronger quad runner. Although, you know, don't put anything past... Oh, sorry, ventz is on the other side. Jesus, it's basically even quad runners, I'd say. Lolcakes has probably got the map knowledge advantage over ventz. Ventz has got, obviously, the aim and the movement on top of Lolcakes, but he's an awesome quad runner. And basically, this is all Siberia is about, you know, setting up for that quad, making sure that the attackers do a good job harassing the enemy team's reds and megas until, you know, your red defender has stacked up enough to head out for quad. So you can see, well, you can't see, but you can hear me, Mark Week with a nice 100-200 stack. Ventz has been copying a lot of aggressive attack from the Too Good clan and has not been able to build enough stack to, you know, fully take advantage of this next quad run. And I think Mark Week's just been smashed on as well, so it looks like both the quad runners are reasonably low. And that's what these players, you know, that's what the attacker's goal is to do, just harass the hell out of the red defender, take any items you can away from their base defender, and, you know, you can sneak a flag out, well and good, but really the caps orientate around the quad. Anyway, Guardian's picked it up very scrappily. There's a big fight in the middle. jmfz has finished with it, but he's got no health or armor to push out with the quad. And he's looking just to try and, you know, not be railable. Mark Week comes from behind the LG and will have his turn with the quad. He's got a little bit of a stack, 150. He, actually, sorry, jmfz was in the enemy base, so I'm not sure why he didn't bring it back. Quad's run out anyway now, so we'll just see the attackers continue on their little, you know, ventures out.
So Mick, I think you were saying earlier that these guys have met before, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Last week, 2-1 to LoA. All 3 maps were reasonably low score lines with, you know, one cap in each map. And I think it was, Too Good. What did they win? I can't remember which map they won now. Jesus, you're pushing me for that one. It might have been 7. I don't think it was 2, which they really like 2, so...
I was just going to say what maps were played, so CTF 7 and CTF 8 again, or...?
Yeah, it was 8, 7 and 2, and we'll probably say the same, I'm not sure. I missed the map choices. Unfortunately, I was somewhere else.
I completely missed them,
but I mean...
sorry.
Yeah, who cares? Anyway, we'll see them flat. rkng with a bit of a failed rocket jump, he's shaking his mouse. rkng's usually really smooth on the movement, and last week we saw him very nervous playing LoA, so maybe it's kicked in again, but it looks like he has got a good run going. It looks like the LoA attackers, they were in the 2G base, they got taken down reasonably early, but, you know, rkng had already made it into enemy, or back home when the respawn was happening from the LoA attackers, so that was a nice little run there from rkng. And look, no one's really set up for quad because of that attack, so, you know, no one's got a stack. Mark Week comes in and takes it, gets railed down pretty easily. Lolcakes tries to take it, gets railed down. rkng does take it, and fails on the rail. He could take another one from Guardian, and just rails are flying everywhere. Neither team has got a stack to hold this quad. Ventz is coming out for it finally, and he's just taking 2 heavy rails from Lolcakes. 3 actually, and brought down. And so this quad looks like it's not even going to leave mid, really. No one's been able to solidly grab it. Guardian's going to go for a run now. Guardian has probably got the second best aim in this game, behind ventz. So nothing, anything's possible with Guardian. So, you know, really 2G should be pretty content with this, you know, 1 cap lead. I can't really just see them pushing, you know, 2 attackers really aggressively out. I know lolcakes and rkng will venture out, but I think their defensive roles are a bit more important at the moment. Interesting that Blinkertesh was subbed in from last week for jmfz. Apparently jmfz used to be quite the Quake 3 CTFer. He hasn't played an extreme amount of games in this tournament compared to Blinkertesh, but I think Blinkertesh wasn't really feeling it tonight. So with us Australians, you know, if you're not in the mood, it's all about how motivated you are to do something, and obviously he's not very motivated. Crib doing a nice job on D again tonight. Unfortunately there was 2 attackers, he only managed to take down 1. jmfz's going to go for a bit of a run here. He does get that rocket jump and a nice red armor for him as well. He's going to get cornered in the red room by 2 good defenders, and there he goes down. Right now these red defenders aren't really able to stay in position. Ventz has been told, I know for a fact, Ventz has been told from LoA after last week's performance on Siberia to pick up his game basically. As a red defender, he likes to attack a little bit. Sometimes it can be a little bit of an advantage, but you know, most of the time you are going to lose your red to enemies. Here comes the heavy LoA rush. We've got 3 attackers, and jmfz fails with the railgun. A big rifle coming out from him as he's just completely stuffed up 2 rail shots. Ventz has now got the flag and a beautiful squad. He's going to pick it up, and this is going to be awesome for him. He doesn't have much help to get out. He can go down to MG very, very easily. 1 bullet in it, and he has escaped with 3 health. Will he be able to return, though? That's the big question on his dial right now. He does pick up the 28 and the red, and it looks like it is out. So there we go, 1-1. Ventz ties it up with 3 health. Beautiful little run there. And I don't know if we saw on screen, but the 2 good clan, actually one of them picked up the quad and then suicide because he had low health, thinking that 2 good had this pat down. And that actually worked as a disadvantage to whoever, I forget who suicided, but really stuffed up for his team there.
We did capture all of that, I'm very pleased to say. Quite interesting that as well, that run across mid, completely bypassed that 25 bubble. When it's a red armor, didn't want that 50.
Look,
what's that all about?
I'd say Ventz knows Siberia as well as he knows like the Counter-Strike maps. He doesn't know CTF at all really, except for what he's played in the tournament, and really he's like one of the contesting top 4 duelers, so with the Quake content, you know, that's on his mind more than the CTF. But not saying this competition is worthless to him, but you know, Quake kind of is a big thing for him. He's definitely like the top 3 contenders for it.
So I think I've got to say on that one though, I think luck played just a little bit of a part in that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he had no idea what he was doing. He picked up the flag and just went, I'm going to return. It was like ET phone home basically. He was like, everyone's like, Ventz, you've got the flag, come back to base. And it was a case of, alright, I'll just see the red painting on the walls and, you know, head back.
Excellent.
Surely he's got some like wall hack or something to tell him where to go. Don't we all?
Absolutely.
Alright, so Ventz has managed to end up with the quad and take down the 2 good attacker. It is going to run out though before he gets into any real damaging positions. Crib's setting up nicely. Crib is practicing his defense so hard, and if he wasn't so disappointed with he's one of the big ones on the lack of maps, and if he wasn't so, if there were more maps, I'm saying Crib would definitely be up there with one of the top defenders in Australia. At the moment his motivation's a bit down. Although in saying that, for the lower team, I think Forky's practiced just as hard as Crib, so... Alright, I'll just try to get my mic fixed. Hang on 2 seconds, guys. getting the okay from Addict's forecast, so I'm not sure if it's your end or if it is coming out on the stream. We'll find out. Addicts, just keep us updated with the sound, mate. It's fine. Everyone's saying it's fine forecast, so it just must be you, mate. Everyone's saying it's good. Volume's good. Anyway, we've got Cakes now. Sitting at the top. We'll try to regroup. Quad's up very soon. Forky's even coming out for it. Look at this. He has been fended off nicely there by lolcakes. And oh, ventz not happy with what ventz did there. He was in perfect position for the quad, and maybe he didn't have the time on it, but he just waited way too long. But really, jmfz needs to kill himself here. He surely has to drop this quad. Oh my gosh, this
That's
is
a little
good.
bit selfish, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I would have. Ventz dropped me a rocket launcher, kill myself, and let ventz had it. He had a nice 150, 100 stack.
Yeah,
I don't see why you wouldn't hand it off.
Even if you got quad, you haven't got a chance running into base of it with only 60 HP, yeah?
There you go. You get some ninja gauntlets there and embarrass yourself, that's all you're going to get. Yeah, so another quad really, they're not having a big impact on this game, you know, they got the two caps really, oh not really the first 2G cap, but they got the lower cap. But yeah, I mean, usually you see teams really with the quad runs just preparing for it. I mean, I suppose the constant attacking pressure, you know, you don't really get much chance for it. I have watched many of the European teams play, and they are really, you know, sometimes they really seem orientated around the quad, and then sometimes they forget about it because there's too much attacking pressure.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. You got some teams that won't bother with quad until it actually comes into base, so they'll stack the defense. Some of them obviously will go straight for that quad all of the time, so I suppose it's just a team preference more than anything.
Alright, we got quad up again in 20. We'll have a look at the RA defenders. Mark weight 150. Forky 190, nothing. Some nice stacks on Crib as well. We'll see if he comes out. Ventz has got no stack. jmfz letting out a little bit of a whinge. Mark Week picks up the quad with no weapon. Who ends up with it? Crib does. So here we go. Crib's the man to run. He's got no health and armor though, and he's going to do the best he can. Needs to be cranking the LG, to be honest.
Oh, he's got a med kit.
Actually, no, he picked up base RA. I didn't realise. Yeah, I know. Oh well, I think he's just saving on, hold on to it. You know, bring it back to base. He needs to use it now. He does. He's been copped the rail though from ventz. And that's the problem though. Ventz and grrrdian, their railguns are a good 40 to 50% any match they play. And really, you know, this map, the mid and even defending, you know, the long corridors, it's going to make it really hard for 2G to push in through quad unless they come high. So D scores Crib 25 to 7, Forky 18 to 3. So big jobs on the defenders tonight, and it's going to be the case with all three maps. Forky and Crib will be the key defenders. Ventz right now, you know, he's got a nice red, he's got a nice quad stack, but look at him, 40 seconds to quad, and he's dangling around in middle. He needs to stack that next red, 200 stack, he's got a med kit. Grrrdian goes to flag, this could be good, here we go. He's low health, he's just dropped a lot of LG from Crib. jmfz comes to the rescue, pumps the med kit, and the flag has gone down. Will anyone cap on it, or it will be returned by arcing? Quad, 25 seconds, ventz has come out open and copped a lot of damage again. He really needs to hide away in that red armor area. He's got a nice, well not nice, but 100, no med kit. And quad's up in 5 again. He's late for it. Needs to really get out there, and he's late again. I really don't like what ventz is doing on these quads. Maybe his team's not out there with him. Is that maybe did I not see the rest of the team?
I think they were all AFK, to be honest. More concerned about that quad coming into base.
Yeah, I don't. LoA really don't seem to fond of taking the quad anymore. They know that they're too good. Crib always comes out for quad, and you know it's 4 versus 3 basically, and they just feel like probably they're losing too much stack. I think 2G are definitely setting up better for these quads, but right now ventz has got the flag, and he's got the med kit. He's just pumped it then. Mark Week's there. He's got 2 bodyguards, Guardian and jmfz. To the rescue. He's chopped a lot of LG in the back. It's going to be a weak rail. It is a weak rail, and he returns the flag. And that really could have been it. That exchange of rails. ventz snapped Mark Weed. It would have been a cap. Mark Weed snapped ventz, and it's the return. And you know, that's the type of action that I want to see more of.
That's kind of shocking, that actually, because all he had to do there was drop down and run, hug that wall. Yeah. So unfortunately, decided to turn around, take that fight.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. ventz isn't sort of the type of player that's practiced his flag running, so to say. You know, ventz gets in the game and they're like, ventz, we want you to have the highest kill-death ratio that you can get. And he'll be like, oh, really? Sick, you know? And he'll pick up a weapon and he'll go get frags, you know? He's not the type to play the CTF part of it, you know? He plays the mid defensive support, you know? Obviously, he's from Quake 3. He does know how to play CTF. Siberia is a newer map, though. And I'd say, really, the only practice he's got is the times that he, you know, plays these tournament matches.
So in terms of tactics on that, though, I'm very impressed with that. Obviously, sitting 2 at top of base, let the flag go in. Remember, the flag goes out, you've got 2 people standing there with LGs out. That's very effective.
Yeah, I'm not sure, you know, how they didn't have that run. And right then we see another time Too Good has suicided with the quad and given it up to the other team. And there we go, that's how you do it. jmfz, I've got a teammate near me, I'll do it. Not I'll do it for the sake of I'm on low health, you know, grab the quad and bring it back. Don't just suicide because you're low health, that's stupid. Impressive. 2 minutes 30, we've got 1 more quad, and then we've got overtime. And I reckon we're going to see overtime. I think the quads have really been, although ventz has got a beautiful stack, 100, 150. He's coming out high. It looks like he's copping rails in the back from his teammates, and he is out, and this will be the lower lead that they needed. 2-1, 2 minutes to hold it. Would you destack is the question I'm putting to the 4SG channel right now. Is would you pump 3 on D and just hold the lead? My answer is yes, I would. But obviously I'm not of Div 1 standard, so don't listen to me.
So I think I've got to agree with that as well. I am Div 1 standard, obviously.
Yeah, ventz is actually holding red now, so you can tell he's been told, ventz, stay on that red armor, do not leave the base. There is 1 more quad, so all hope is not lost for Too Good. They have set up better, and really right now they've got, let's have a look, they got Crib with a nice stack, and lolcakes will be their quad runner, so this should be a good move from Too Good. This is their final hope, and lolcakes decides to leave the quad and run into enemy base. So maybe Crib should run it. Here we go, Crib has the flag, and so does Team Too Good. This is the cap they needed. Sorry, I meant Crib had the quad. Mark Week has the flag. Is he out of base? So Crib does go down. No, and Mark Week caps it, so we do have a tied game. And in comes the quad run from jmfz. It is jmfz. He does go down in the end though. Well done to Crib. And here we go, quad will run out, and we are set at 2 apiece to come into extra time. CTF 7 is next. The word from Char Char. If you don't know who Char Char is, go Google Python, and you'll see some nice replays. We've been doing it all week for this QuakeCon thing.
So I've just got to say on that, Mick, that was a very nice flag capture there by the 2G team. The only comment I'd say though is that was very, very lucky, yeah. To round that corner and have red armor available, to go down to 20 HP and then have a medkit spawn in front of you. All about the luck on that one, I've got to say.
I'll tell you what, I think Forecast should rename himself the Cooler. What do we reckon?
That was all times lucky, that one though, yeah?
Yeah.
You can't say it wasn't.
Alright. Luck versus skill, the old debate. Yeah, okay. There are some elements to the game that you do get sort of lucky. rkng now picked up the what should have been probably the Reds med kit. Caught up in 30. It's going to be big. It's going to be Too Good want this match more than anybody. You know, LoA did beat Too Good last week, and Too Good are out to prove a point. And really, you know, they're fielding an incredibly strong side. And I mean, sub 1 or 2 players, you know, it's still an incredibly strong side. But right now, it's game on. jmfz, the most frustrated player in this game. I can't wait for us to implement a Rager meter in this game. He'd be hitting the 100% mark right now. And it looks like LoA have taken quad by force. jmfz standing on it with no health though. And oh, sorry, Too Good come in and steal it. I'm not sure who's picked up the quad. I flicked off it really quickly. Mark Week on 20 health. He goes down though. Everyone's just going down. There's bodies flying everywhere.
It's carnage.
Miscommunication here from Too Good. Lolcakes was underneath that, sorry, above the quad, and no one told him it's underneath him, and he just ran into flag, you know. He could have dropped down, picked up the quad, you know, said, and then come into base for a nice quad. Whoever dropped that quad really should have communicated then with Lolcakes. It hasn't really been too much drama as ventz does go down around the flag. Basically, it is carnage capitalism. Everyone's just going everywhere. It's getting really, it's really desperate Quake right now. You know, no one's holding a firm formation anymore. It's just all free for all with flags involved. Oh, here we go. jmfz with the servers are bad. He's gonna get caned for this. He's just, haven't seen him play CTF yet, and really, this is just, he's just upset with everything, guys. Can we get him some tissues or something?
Less QQ, more pew pew.
Exactly. Guardian has picked up the flag, a really slow takeout of base, and this is good because quad's coming up in 25 seconds, and 2G are going to be like, well, you know, what's more important, the quad or the flag carrier, and they're going to go for the flag carrier. It looks like a nice setup from LoA. The reinforcements have been called in. Forky's presented himself in mid even, and lolcakes on the flag. That could have been bad from Guardian. It's a good weight though. Lolcakes is leaving with the flag. No team is worried about quad right now. Forky's hunting down lolcakes with the LG. Lolcakes, can he get out of here? He's a good flag runner, but he has gone down. This could be all game over, and it is. LoA 3-2 in extra time. Beautiful game on Siberia, and we will head over to CTF 7. And, you know, final scores there. ventz, top score 49 for 18. And for the Too Good clan, lolcakes 36.